Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season, and we got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Huskies of Rio de Janeiro taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun.
Play action now. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Give him 32 on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Cousins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. In motion right is Addison. They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Set.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1...
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go, they're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Rager, the man in motion. Cousins now to throw on first down. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Another nice play there by Reddick. More evidence that sometimes a position change is exactly what a player needs. Totally reinvented as an edge rusher instead of playing linebacker. Second in the NFL with 16 sacks in his first season with the Eagles.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Carter in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there. It'll turn out to be...
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
He's into space past the 25.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw, Cousins. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Cousins now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On play action, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, here's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Cousins. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Joseph's got it, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
If Goddard doesn't miss 5 games last year, there's a good chance he gives Philly a third 1,000-yard receiver. Just getting better and better, now entering his 6th season.
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Penny, a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 29, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 6-yard line. Great, check.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rager, the man in motion. First down, here's Cousins. Pass incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, Cousins being chased out left. This is caught by Addison. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 28 yards. And the Huskies have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Penny. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League.
Great, set. Crowd left, Yeti. Hey, 73.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run wide side here with Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity.
He's got a man complete. A gain of 37.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll drop this one off to Swift. He's up to the 20 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Hurts. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
They go play action. Cousins. And that is is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll come up now on second down. Cousins to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
On third down, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. He has his target. It's Addison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.